because women, and this was a bit of a eye-opening thing to me when I kind of really, and it's kind of weird because it's like you're sleeping through your life, and then I don't know if it's a male thing, I don't know if it's me, but either way it's like I was sleeping through my life. And then one day it was one of the many things that I came to realise, that like with women, how women are just ruled by their feelings and emotions, and in that respect they're so different to men, us guys, because we just kind of like logic based. We think about things a bit more rather than feel things. And I think this is where the confusion comes in, because I think a lot of women will think guys don't really care because the guys lack the feelings, which there might be an element of truth in that, in fairness. But it's like we do care about things, it's just that we don't get really upset or bothered about things like women tend to. Unless it's something of really high importance. And on the other side as well, it's like as a guy, when you see women, like when they'll do things, when they'll be out shopping, you know, I'm sure as a you know, you see it when you go in shops, the women walking around kind of blinded, almost like when they're on the phones, you know, they'll be walking around looking at everything what they want, or depending on the shop, if it's a place like IKEA and that, looking at all the things what they can get for their house while the guy's just towing the line. And it's really bizarre, you know. It's like because women, like, shopping's a good example really, because it's like, again, it's a feeling, an impulse thing, where if they feel they want something, they'll just get it irrespective of any kind of repercussions, any price, anything like that. Don't matter whether they've got the money or not, they'll just get it. That's the way it kind of works. That's why when you look on TV with all the advertisements, everything's all marketed towards women for the most part. Think about it. Do me this favour, when you're next watching television with the advertisements, look at the advertisements and just think, is this advertisement meant for a guy or is it meant for a girl? Simple as that. And I think you'll find that most of these advertisements on TV are targeted towards women. A lot of them seem to have that funny element as well, where they try to enter some humour into it, and they have tried to make some of the advertisements really funny, which is as if they're kind of playing up to stupid people, which I don't know, with society they may be. It's a bit strange, but yeah, it's like it was like a real epitome to me that the moment, the time. I apologise about the rain, by the way. It's heavy rain outside, that's why I'm doing this video in the car, because I've been wanting to do outdoor videos, but the weather at the minute is just atrocious. We would be getting snow, but it's really rain at the minute, heavy rain. It's turned into washing everything out, which is not uncommon for the UK. But anyway, back on track about the video, trying to keep it more on track now as well. But yeah, it was like a real epiphany for me when I realised that, like, with women and the feelings, how they are. I mean, some people would say, and there is an element of truth in it, that you know, once every month, you know, you can kind of see a change in women if you watch them closely enough. They'll become more irritable and snappy when that time comes, because it's a slightly different thing. It's not so much feelings, it's more hormonal, because there's a hormonal aspect that factors into it as well. And again, I'm not being funny in saying that, it's an absolute truth. It does exist. And it's weird when you kind of, I think as a guy initially, especially for me, you don't really kind of think about it or understand it or even kind of notice it, because us guys, we just go through life just ignorant to a lot of things, because we're easy, we don't care, we don't get upset by a lot of things, that's just our nature. But then it's like you start to notice these things and you kind of realise that, and in some ways I feel sorry sometimes, because they're almost like a prisoner of their own feelings and emotions. And then obviously there's the hormonal aspect that comes into it as well, whereas with guys, we don't really have that. When you think about it, it just not there. In a weird way, it's almost like I feel a lot of guys are emotionally devoid. Now, I think, yeah, maybe you might have some guys that do get a bit emotional. If it's in the same way, I don't know. But again, I think it's a bit uncommon, and I think it's a bit of a minority for guys in general, your average normal guys, to be so emotional. It's just not a thing. I mean, those are my thoughts and opinions on this. of course, because this is my channel with my thoughts and opinions. If you think differently, please let me know. I'll you know, I welcome different opinions as long as we can talk about things and discuss things, which is what this is all about. You know, I could be right, I could be wrong about certain things, but it's just an interesting thing that I thought I'd talk about. I mean, to be honest, there's tons of videos online about the differences with men and women, and I could go really deep, but that would be other videos and things like that. And I know that these topics can be quite popular as well, with regards to the differences between men and women, of which there is a lot, you know, positive and negative. But yeah, this is one I thought I'd do just to mention, because like I say, it really opened my eyes when I just realised that, because I think as a guy, you get in a relationship, and yeah, I've been in a long-term relationship over 20 years, and it's like there's a lot of things when you're in relationships generally where if you've not been in that long-term relationship, you start to realise lots of things that you didn't realise before. And but then again, some things can take years and years to really figure out and realise and understand, and I think this has been one of them. And obviously when you do understand it, it can hopefully make you a better partner and be more caring, be more understanding, you know. If I mean, like I've mentioned, when women have that time of the month, you know, and they're on the period, may get a little hormonal, as a guy, try and be a bit supportive for them, because there might be elements of the personality that they can't control. So you've got to be understanding of that, you know, and be understanding of anything else, you know, be supportive, rather than giving them the wrong reaction, you know, which will probably not result in a good reaction towards yourself anyway. So it's in your own best interest, really. So yeah, I think those are my thoughts on that. I think I've covered most of everything. I need to start bullet pointing certain things with these videos, because as I've said in some of my other videos, it's still a learning curve, still a learning process. I'm getting used to it and getting better at it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below if you've watched this video and found any value. If you agree or if you disagree, give this video a like if you've found any value in it. If you've got this far, thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing and supporting the channel. I'd appreciate that. Any support is welcome, because I'm not new to YouTube, but I am new to doing this, talking to the camera, you know, face-to-face talking head kind of videos, and I appreciate any support off anyone. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.